Welcome. I'm Fran Tarkington, and we do this to help you get more information, more knowledge, be smarter in starting and running your own business. We talk to entrepreneurs. We talk to entrepreneurs that have started businesses from the dirt, that have built them, and sometimes entrepreneurs that even sold their businesses. Information is the key to your success. And today we have Yvonne Daquini. She's in Austin, Texas. She's started a company in the digital marketing field, and she's our guest today, and I'm going to try to ask her the questions that you would ask her so that you can get the benefit of her great experience and also her successes, her failures, and how she coped. Yvonne, welcome.
Thank
We're,
you.
we're glad to have you here, and I know you're in Austin, Texas now. Is that where you grew up?
No, I went to 9 schools in 12 years all over Texas. So that was one of the formative things about me was I really became kind of flexible growing up, but I'm a Texan.
You're a Texan. Why so many different schools?
My dad couldn't figure out what the heck he was doing when I was growing up, I guess.
So now you started this business in digital marketing. Was that the first business you started?
It was the first business. I started this business when I was 24.
Wow.
I didn't mean to start this business. I had moved to Austin, which in 1980 was a very small town.
Yeah.
And I had a pokey little job at a small ad agency. And I went on a ski trip with my boyfriend. And when I got back, the agency had folded. So I had spent all my money and I had no job. And there was a recession in 1980, so nobody was hiring, and
Wow.
I just had to figure it out. So I knew I could work hard, and I knew I could do good work, and so I just started freelancing.
And what kind of tell me about what kind of freelancing mean you had some skill set and you found some
Yeah.
people who'd pay you a little money to help them do whatever you're doing. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I had training to be in graphic design, to be an art director in an ad agency.
Wow.
This is really, think back on Mad Men. I mean, that's at the end of Mad Men, that's about when I got started. So there were people drinking in the office, smoking in the office. I was told I couldn't go to meetings because I was a woman.
Oh gosh.
But when I started freelancing, I was just doing anything anybody would hire me to do that had to do with graphic arts or branding or our design, our marketing, and I did a lot of work for ad agencies, and the business just organically grew. I worked 80 hours a week. You know, some days I had enough money to buy a can of tuna fish at the 7-Eleven.
Well,
But just
yeah, and
grew.
this is a good lesson for all of us. You had a sense of desperation. I mean, you
Oh,
needed
yeah.
to work. You needed to have income, and I find in my life, I understand that in all of my life, because when your livelihood or your family's livelihood or your husband's or your kids, it depends on you, you find a way to make it work, don't you?
Yeah, somebody interviewed me one time and they said, "Didn't you have a female mentor? Who was your mentor?" And I thought, no. And then I realized fear is my mentor.
Yes.
That I saw Scarlett O'Hara out in that potato field when I was about 11 years old, and I thought, that's me. And so I always just had this desperate fear and this drive that I had to make it on my own.
So you got customers to hire you as a consultant, if you will, to help them.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you had people that said no also, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, always.
So how many people did you have to go talk to about using your services? What percentage did you have to talk to 10 people to get one customer? What was that ratio?
In those days, there were so few prospects, and I was going directly to ad agencies who hired me. So I was rejected. I would say 50% of the time.
Yeah. Did you get discouraged?
No, I just knew I had to keep trying.
Yeah, you had to keep trying, had to keep knocking on doors. And isn't that a good lesson for everybody? If you don't knock on doors and talk to people about what you do, they're not going to come to you.
You know, that's one of my biggest regrets when I look back over 35 years in this business is not having realized the importance of every single contact I made along the way and every single door I knocked on. I should have kept track of all the people who said no, because it doesn't mean no forever. And I didn't realize that then.